episode we're going to be talking about is strategic planning for an entrepreneur, how to put together a good plan for your business, for the vision that you have created, the ideas and everything, because you got to understand it's very important for an entrepreneur to put together a great strategic plan, because this is going to be direction of your business. This is going to be like the roadmap. It's going to put your goals in place. So it's everything that you need is like a guidance that's going to help you throughout building your brand, what have you. So it's very important for an entrepreneur to be able to put together a great strategic plan for your success in entrepreneurship and what have you. But other than that, man, guys, tap into episode number 31. Yup. I gotta hustle, I gotta grind, I gotta chase the dreams of mine. I got a vision, I got a spark. I'm gonna turn it to a work of art. It's not about the money, it's not about the fame. It's about creating something that will carry my name. Entrepreneurship, that's the game. Building empires, creating change, bringing ideas to life, taking risks, feeling alive, feeling alive. NVest Brand Podshow. Grand rising, man. Thank y'all for tapping in with me on another Monday of this NVest Brand Podshow. This is officially episode number 31, guys. Thank y'all, all my investors itself, entrepreneurs out there, supporters of the NVest Brand Podshow and what have you. Thank y'all for coming in for another Monday. Today's topic we're going to be talking about is strategic planning for an entrepreneur, because it's very important that you put together a great strategic plan to help you along the way of your journey through entrepreneurship, man. But other than that, before we jump into the topic, y'all know what it is, man. If you are watching this playback of the Invest Brand Pod Show on our YouTube channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button, guys. 3 things I'm gonna do for me, please. Hit the subscribe button first, hit the notification bell, then make sure you hit the like button. 3 things, 3 easy, important things. It take you underneath a second to do. Very easy. Make sure you do them 3 things for me. And also, if you're listening to this playback on Spotify, make sure you hit the follow button. That's just one thing. Just hit the follow button so you get notified any new show that drops on Spotify. Very, very important. And also, make your way over to investbrand.com. Join our emailing list so you can be emailed once the Invest Brand official site is launched and what have you, relaunch, might as well say. You'll be notified. You'll be able to see all the new product that we have and what have you. So definitely we're working in a timely manner to get that up and running and what have you, because we're trying to hit this ground running for the next quarter and what have you. So you know what it is, man. We invest in ourselves. This is a long-term investment. Like Nipsey Hussle said, this is a marathon. This is not a sprint. This is not a race. This is a marathon. So we definitely gonna treat this as such and what have you, a long-term investment and what have you. But other than that, guys, man, I'm gonna take a quick commercial break and I'll be right back, man, with the segment Quote Me On That, where I read you a quote, then I explain to you what the quote mean, guys, man. So make sure y'all tap back into the Invest Brand Pod Show, guys. Yup. To the Invest Brand Pod Show, man. Thank y'all for tapping back in with me. To all my investors itself out there, all my entrepreneurs out there, or people just investing in themselves, man, pursuing goals and what have you. Thank y'all tapping back in to the show. Like I said today, man, today's topic, we're going to be talking about strategic planning for an entrepreneur, but you know what time it is, man. It's that segment, Quote Me On That, where I read you a quote and I explain to you what the quote means. For today's quote, guys, that I have for all my entrepreneurs out there, my entrepreneur-minded people out there pursuing goals, people looking to becoming entrepreneurs, part-time, full-time, and what have you. Today's quote is, don't limit yourself by staying in your comfort zone. Let me read that one more time just in case you didn't understand what I said. But the quote is, don't limit yourself by staying in your comfort zone. And basically the quote is basically what it says. A lot of times in life, man, when things get hard to us and what have you, or confusing, or we don't know how to do something, steady researching it or asking for help, asking for anything to help us get over the hump, we revert back to our comfort zone. And the comfort zone is an easier place that's comfort, you know what I'm saying, to us and what have you. And when you don't get out of your comfort zone and what have you, or you fall back into your comfort zone, you're never going to make progress. You're never going to succeed, right? The comfort zone is going to keep you limited to where you at. You're never going to reach your higher self. You're never going to see how amazing your greatness is. You're not going to be able to see all the things that you can accomplish if you stay within your comfort zone. And a lot of us in life, we stay in our comfort zone. A lot of us in our life, we have great ideas. We have business ideas. We have, things that we want to do to help our future and secure our financial wealth and what have you. But we are stuck in our comfort zone because we are afraid to fail, or we are afraid things might get challenging or what have you. But that's part of it, right? So that's basically what the quote means, man. Let me read the quote one more time before I end the segment. Quote me on that. Don't limit yourself by staying in your comfort zone. Remember that, guys. Never limit yourself by staying in your comfort zone. But other than that, guys, that is the segment for today. Quote me on that. We're going to jump right into the segment, Entrepreneurs, man, where I read you, bring you some news far as entrepreneurs, what have you, entrepreneurship, what's going on, anything that's advice that y'all can take and run with, and what have y'all. This is what Entrepreneurs is all about. It's a new segment that I added this season to the NVest brand Podshow, guys. You know what it is. So what I'm going to talk about in Entrepreneurs that I seen in entrepreneur.com, what have you. They had an article up, man, talking about the 4 types of entrepreneurs out there and what have you. And this may be you, especially if you getting into the field of entrepreneurship. This is a great article. I'm definitely going to have to leave this up into to the description area so y'all can look at the article, because this one is a great one, especially when you're trying to figure out what type of entrepreneur you are. And they say it's 4 type of entrepreneurs, and the 4 type that they give you is 1, coasting, which they say is the one opportunities comes to them or it doesn't. Conservative, very moderate use of resources, protecting existing resources. Aggressive, proactive, all in, actively seeks opportunities. And innovator, a revolutionary, attains growth through innovation, what have you, right? So which entrepreneur are you, right? Because this right here is somewhat accurate, because you have some entrepreneurs that are coasters. Like they said, the ones that are coasters don't look for the opportunities, rather than they hoping opportunity come their way, right? They never out here trying to make way as an entrepreneur, trying to get things happen, trying to create opportunities. It's like, if it's the type of attitude is either they get one, if an opportunity come, great. If it don't, oh well, what have you, right? And then the conservative one is very limited. Just go back to what the quote say. The conservative one stays within a comfort zone because they are afraid to lose the little resources that they do have. So they try to hold on to the little resources they have by limiting themselves, right? And not fully going out there and making ways so you can create more opportunities to bring you more resources and what have you. So it's like they are operating in caution. So you definitely don't want to be that type of entrepreneur, a coaster or a conservative one, because that's basically you in your comfort zone. You're not going to get nowhere. You're not going to grow as an entrepreneur and what have you. Then you got entrepreneurs out there, they said, that are aggressive, that's proactive, right? And these entrepreneurs they see as the aggressive entrepreneur operates more on the idea that there are many opportunities used wherever resources are there to achieve their objections. And you got to understand, if you want to go out here and attain opportunity, create opportunity for yourself, gain resources and what have you, right, through networking and what have you, you have to be aggressive. You have to be proactive, not aggressive in the way where now you throwing people off, you rubbing people the wrong way, where you burning bridges because people feel like you annoying and what have you. But you being aggressive in a positive way that's going to help you as an entrepreneur. You being proactive in a way that you're going out here and you creating a way for your business. You bringing your business ideas to life and what have you by creating opportunities and gaining resources that you need to be able to help you build your business, right? Then the last one, innovator. They call the innovator slash revolutionary. And they say the innovator not only seeks out opportunities, but they look for opportunities that will with some refinement can be the best of all worlds and what have you, right? So they not only seeking out opportunities, but they look for opportunities that with some refinement can be best of both worlds. So you gotta understand, man, you gotta see what type of entrepreneur you are. If you are an entrepreneur that's a coaster, then you got to find a way to get out of that mindset, get out of that element, right? You got to be almost somewhat in the entrepreneur as a aggressive, a proactive, especially when you in the early stages of entrepreneurship and what have you, and you trying to build a business, you trying to build your brand and what have you, get your services seen, whatever you doing as an entrepreneur, you got to be a proactive entrepreneur. You got to be more on the aggressive side, the proactive side. You cannot be a coaster and you trying to build a business, right? Because it's never going to get off the ground. You cannot be conservative because the resources that you have, you're going to have to use that resources to be able to position your brand, position yourself to be able to gain more resources, to gain more help and what have you, to help you build your business and what have you, whatever you're doing as an entrepreneur, so you can be able to grow. You got to be more on the aggressive, proactive side. Like I said, it's not aggressive, not meaning you out here, getting on people's nerves, driving people crazy. You doing things to rub people the wrong way and what have you. But you on the aggressive side, far as you out here trying to create opportunities for yourself as an entrepreneur in your business and what have you by being proactive. So it's very important, guys, to know what type of entrepreneur you are. Rather than you out here and you are an entrepreneur that's a coaster, entrepreneur that's conservative, and you wondering why your business is not going nowhere. You wondering why you're not being successful as an entrepreneur and you're not seeing any type of little wins or results. This may be the reason why. You might be one of the two entrepreneurs. You might be a coaster, you might be conservative, what have you. So it's a good time for you to really reevaluate yourself as an entrepreneur so you can see what you need to do in order for you to head in the right direction and what have you, guys. So that is the segment for today, entrepreneurs. And I'm gonna leave the article, the link in the description, so you can. I say that all the time. I know I didn't leave the last two times. I didn't leave the link up and what have you. You gotta excuse me because when you out here, you got a million things to do. You got to edit the videos. You got to put upload and what have you. Some things slip. So what I got to do is start writing it down so I can send myself a reminder to put the link in the description. And I'm gonna try my best to leave the link in the description so y'all can read the article yourself and get a gist of what they saying in the full article and what have you. But other than that, man, let's tap into the segment for today, man. We're gonna be talking about the topic for today. We're gonna be talking about strategic planning for an entrepreneur, man, because it's very important. Because you gotta understand, putting together a strategic plan as an entrepreneur, you almost creating a roadmap for your business. You creating a roadmap. You also creating goals. You also creating a direction for your ideas. You creating a direction for your brand, where you want to take it. And that comes through strategic planning, because you don't want to go into something you don't have no type of strategic plan on what needs to be done far as your business, far as your brand, because you're going to be lost. You ain't going to know where to start at. You're going to be confused. It's going to be a lot of things that you're going to leave out because you don't know where to begin with and what have you. So the things that you could have knocked out early and got done is going to take you a lot longer to do because you didn't have a strategic plan put together. So it's like almost like a guide for you, entrepreneur. You know what to do. You putting your goals in place, and now as you putting your goals in place, you putting things of how you going to put in place to how you're going to be able to accomplish them goals and what have you, right? Almost creating a roadmap for your business and what have you, or your brand, whatever you're doing as an entrepreneur, guys, man. It's very important that you put together a strategic plan. So I have 5 things that may help you as an entrepreneur when you coming up with a strategic plan of why it's so important and what have you to create one. First, the number one thing is identifying your purpose. Why are you doing this as an entrepreneur? Why you want to be an entrepreneur? Why you want to do this type of brand? Why you want to create this type of services? Why you want to create the identity, the purpose. Identify not the identity, but identify the purpose of why. Because if you don't know why you're doing something, you're just gonna be doing it with no direction. You're gonna be doing it with no reason of why or understanding why are you doing this for, right? So it's almost like you lost, like you out and you driving and you don't know where you're going. You just driving just to be driving, right? You don't have no type of purpose of why you driving, where you going to, what direction you heading towards, and what have you. So that's why it's so important for an entrepreneur to identify your purpose of why you doing this. Why do your business exist for? Right? You have a business, but why does it exist? What is the purpose? What are you doing this for? Why you what are you doing it to help people, to bring light to a situation, what have you, bring something that's missing within the market and what have you. Why are you doing this? So that's very important to understand. You want to have a clear vision and focus when you have a business and you creating a business and you knowing what's going on, especially when you creating a mission statement for your business. You want to be able to articulate that in a way where it's clear and people understand it. And that's what makes people gravitate towards your business, because when people can have a clear understanding of your purpose, of why your business is around, then it's going to help you in a long way to legitimize your business and people to gravitate towards your business, because it's something that they see that benefits them and it's something that they miss in their life and what have you. You just don't want to create a business that the market doesn't need, people don't want, and what have you. So you want to make sure you have a purpose of why when you creating your strategic plan. The purpose, that's number one thing. Identify your purpose. Identify your purpose. And number two is identify your strengths and your weaknesses, because it's very important, because whatever you weak at, you want to be able to tighten that up. Whatever you strong at, your strength, you want to capitalize on that. You want to build off your strengths, build around what makes you strong as an entrepreneur. Your weaknesses, you can always build on that, right? You can always get help by tightening up on your weaknesses. You have people out here that's coaches, that's mentors. You have seminars. You have things put in place to help you with your weaknesses as an entrepreneur. But when you're building your business, whatever you're strong at as an entrepreneur, you want to build around that, right? When you're making a strategic plan, you want to build around your strengths. And you can always, like I said, you can always tighten up on your weaknesses, because at the end of the day, you can use your strengths. You can levy your strengths when you're coming out here and as an entrepreneur and you're trying to get people to gravitate towards your business. You're trying to network out here. You're trying to get other people to invest in your business. Whatever you're doing as an entrepreneur, you can always leverage your strengths versus your weaknesses. But not to say that you can always go back and work on your weaknesses as an entrepreneur. Like I said, you got things put in place to help you, whatever you need to be improved. You can always have somebody help you with that. And that's one of the things, as far as an entrepreneur, that's why it's good to have a team. Sometimes wherever you weak at, you can have a team where someone can be strong at and can get that area done and what have you. So that's why it's so important, man, to have a strategic plan, with your strengths, where you can build around your strengths, make a plan around your strengths. And also, at the same time, you can work on your weaknesses and what have you, because now, like I said, it's never too late to go back to address your weaknesses and what have you. So number 3 on my list is you always want to analyze the market. Analyze the market. When you're making a strategic plan, you want to know what your competition is. You want to know who you're going up against. You want to know what are they doing, what they not doing that you can add to your business, what they are missing that people within that market is looking for, far as the business is already created within the field that you in, right? It's something that you can add that can gravitate people towards your business or what have you. You definitely want to study your market. You want to study your competition, because it's very important. Because if you don't study your competition, you don't want to. Because at the same time, you don't want to create something that they already doing. Because it might be something that they doing that's missing, that they don't have, that you can capitalize on, but you don't know because you didn't study your competition, and you basically creating the same business as them doing the same thing, and people are not looking for that and what have you. So it's very important that you analyze the market, because now you can understand your competition's strengths, you can understand their weaknesses and what have you. And sometimes they can give you a vantage point, especially by you being a new business, a new entrepreneur. You can come at another angle. You can come with something that's never been seen before. You can come in a direction whereas people love what you have because you added something that the competition don't have, right? So you want to be very mindful, because when you analyze in the market, you will understand what the market needs, what's the trends that's going on. Not saying you have to build your business around trends or what have you, but you want to understand what's in, what people like and what have you. You want to understand where you can be able to get the advantages as an entrepreneur, especially when you're creating a new business model and what have you. So that's very important, man, to analyze your competition. Like I said, you don't want to create something that's already been done, or creating something that your competitions are doing and they don't have something within their business that's missing, that's needed. Which, if you study your competition, you will see what's missing, what they don't have that you can add to your business that will help you move ahead of them. So it's very, very important to understand that. And number 4 is setting goals. Setting goals with objectives. My bad. Why I say objective? Objectives. Setting goals with objectives is very important. Because you want to set goals. Goals is like it keeps you disciplined. It keeps you motivated, because when you set goals within your strategic plan, it's like a guide giving you some type of vision of what you're trying to do for as your business, because each goal you hit, more and more you want to continue to accomplish, right? More goals you accomplish, more things is getting done within your business, right? That you set for. But it's not all about setting goals. You want to make sure you have objectives when you were setting your goals and what have you, because it's very important. You want to set a goal. Then you want to on the side of your goal, you want to make sure you're writing down the things that you can do to help you accomplish this goal, right? You just don't want to write down goals and you don't have nothing put in place that's going to help you accomplish that goal. And that's part of setting objectives. That's when the objectives parts come in at, right? You want to be able to set realistic goals and have objectives. I don't know. It's like a tongue twister. I don't know. Objectives to help you achieve that goal that you have, right? And that's very important, man. When it comes to your goals, right? Defining your goals, defining what you need to accomplish within your goals and what have you. And that's very important. Putting together things that's going to help you when it comes to setting your goals and what have you. It's just like, for example, if you setting a goal like, okay, I got this brand and I'm building a brand for people with depression, right? So I'm gonna set a goal where I'm gonna create a platform, right, for people with depression to come and get advice. So my goal for this week is to get this platform up and running, so they can have some type of place to come to, a hub they can come to, a community that they can come to. So what is your objectives of how you're going to do that? What you have put in place of your objectives? What is it on this platform that you want to put for as depression that's going to help people? You know what I'm saying? Okay, you want to build. Your goal is to build a platform for people with depression to come to. So what within the platform, what you're going to have for people with depression, right? What are you going to create for them? What type of topic, what type of advice you going to give to them? What type of methods that they can do to help them out, saying deal with the depression, what have you. So you want to make sure when you setting goals for your business, make sure you have objectives right along with it, so it can help you be able to execute on that goal and what have you. And the last thing is creating a roadmap for your business. It's very important to create a roadmap. Strategic. That's basically what a strategic plan is a roadmap to, as you've been an entrepreneur, a roadmap to succeeding as an entrepreneur, as far as building your brand and what have you, right? This right here, is you outlining everything far as your brand, outlining far as everything, your business, your services, you outlining everything that's going to help keep you on track, help keep you focused, going to help give you direction that you need to go in far as an entrepreneur, so you can be able to finish your task, so you can be able to accomplish your goals, help you stay disciplined and what have you, because sometimes we lose focus, and not only that, it help you get things done in a timely manner, because time waits for no one, right? It seems like now 24 hours in the day goes quick. You look up, the day is already gone. So it gives you a timeline to help you accomplish things in a timely manner, rather than, you losing track of time, you falling behind, because we know some days can get busy where things that we have in tasks that we want to complete for that day end up getting pushed back. So now you adding more things to your plate for the next day that the possibility is it's not going to get done. It's only 24 hours in a day. So you want to make sure you stand on track, you know what I'm saying? And also creating a roadmap, it help you keep things aligned, because things can get out of alignment, especially when you get busy as an entrepreneur. But you got your strategic plan. It's like your guide, your roadmap. You can pull out, you can look at, and you can give you some type of guidance, some understanding, put you back right, focus on track again of what needs to be done. So that's what it is, man. You got to make sure you have everything within your roadmap, far as the innovation that you want to do, far as your business, your customers' needs, far as your team, what you need for your team, what type of team you're trying to build and what have you, your community. Everything goes within this roadmap when you're making a strategic plan, because it's all about growth. This roadmap going to help you and lead you to growth as an entrepreneur and growing your business and your services and what have you, guys. And that's what's very important, man. Making the strategic plan, making your strategic plan, and you executing on it. Just don't create a strategic plan and you're not going to follow through or execute it, because it's just a waste of a plan that you put in place for yourself to help you succeed as an entrepreneur and what have you, guys. You know what it is, man. Thank y'all, guys, for tapping in with me on another Invest Brand Podshow. I don't want to take your time up, your day up, and what have you. Thank you for tapping in to episode number 31. Like I said before, 3 things. Make sure you subscribe. 4 things, actually. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, hit the like button. If you're listening to it on Spotify, hit the follow button. 4 easy things to take you underneath the second to do, guys. And definitely go over to investbrand.com, sign up on our email list, guys, so you can be notified when new things drop, and also when we relaunch the official site, guys. So it's very important to do that, man. Thank y'all once again, man, for tapping in. We here every Monday with the Invest Brand Pod Show, guys.